Gentlemen, stop cheating on your wife with your work. Now, what does that mean? Luckily, one of the most beautiful and wonderful things about your wife and about my wife is they want our full attention. They want to know, your wife wants to know that she is the most important person and the most important thing in your life. She wants to know that she has captivated your attention and she has your focus and she is your priority. Now, good men want to be great providers, and you should be, and you should provide very well. But if you take that providing role more seriously than the husband, lover, romantic partner role, there's going to be some jealousy there. There's going to be a problem there. And I get it, right? As men, we're like, no, I'm going to be a great provider. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to be great at this. And we get into the workspace. We get into the marketplace. And we earn respect. And we get rewards. And we succeed. And it feels fantastic to win. And because we want to be good providers, we give tons of time and energy and effort there. And it gets addicting, doesn't it, right? Work gets addicting and success gets addicting. And so we get going into it, but we can go too far. And you can tell you've gone too far if you're working too many hours. And again, there's time periods for that. I get it. Sometimes you got to crank it out and put in tons of hours to really get things off the ground. I get that. But that should be very acute and very temporary. If it is chronic and going on a lot for a long period of time, that's a serious red flag right there. And you gotta watch out for that. Or, so it's too many hours, like you're coming home late, you're leaving early, you're not engaging with the family, you're not showing up to important things, you can't support your kids at the games or the events or whatever they're doing, and you're not spending quality time with your wife, that's a problem. If you're bringing work home, and you're working at home and at work, that's a problem. If you're thinking about work when you should be at home with your family and fully present, not just there, man, because if you're just there, but you're not there, then for all intents and purposes, your family is fatherless. And your wife is with a husband. And the way she sees it, man, you're with another woman. And that other woman is your work. Especially if you bring her home, and you're even in the bedroom, man, you're on your phone or checking emails or talking about work, all that stuff. You've got to separate that out, compartmentalize it, keep it contained with boundaries and borders and restrictions so that when you're with your wife, you are fully engaged. Now, I get it. Some of you go to work because maybe you're not very respected at home. And maybe you're not winning at home. And at work, they praise you, and at home, they criticize you. Or maybe you don't feel very fulfilled or challenged at home. You don't feel very engaged there. Maybe, at work you're doing really important stuff, and at home you're fixing toilets and changing light bulbs. I get it. But I want to invite you, even challenge you, to lean in and make your time at home and with your family really count. And if it's lame and boring, that's on you. Fix it. If it's not working very well, if you're not winning, that's on you. Fix it. Level up. Like, go all in, and not for a week, not for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and expecting all these massive changes. If the dynamics of your relationship with your wife and your family have kind of been ingrained and trained and conditioned, I mean, you can start getting positive changes quickly, but you can't expect it to change overnight. So go all in. Give it 6 months. And then every 6 months for the rest of your life. But go all in. Be a phenomenal husband. World class. Take your wife out every week. Listen to her. Love her. chase her, court her, like win her respect and love again. If you've kind of let yourself go and you're out of shape and overweight and unhealthy and you haven't been helping out and you go home, plop down and watch Netflix and check out, or you're on your phone all the time, or you're more into sports and other crap. I mean, see all the women you have in your life? All the women with work and your phone and sports and your buddies and your car and all these other things you'd rather be thinking about or talking about or spending time with than your wife? Man, it's no wonder you're not getting the loving you want and the attention you want and the romance and the spark and the connection that you want. So put your wife first, for real, not just in words, but in action. Make her your priority and keep her there and watch what happens. And that's going to require you to level up as a man, every way. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, even financial, so you can level up at work, but still get home and be home and not bring work home and not work too much and not fail in the marketplace. You got to succeed and be at home. You got to learn how to provide really well and be fully engaged and fully present for your wife. So she is the number one thing in your world. Do that, brother. And that leads to an absolutely extraordinary life. But again, it's going to demand a lot of you. You got to level up, right? That's the price we have to pay, and it's worth it. Worth every bit of effort to do those things, right? And the trifecta here, it's the first trifecta is fitness. You got to be mentally, physically, and spiritually fit. The second trifecta is family. It's your marriage, it's your parenting, and your family legacy. And man, your wife is going to watch that. She's going to want you to make that a priority as well. Family's a priority. It has to be important to you. And then the third trifecta is finances. It's your income, it's your expenses, it's your investments. Do all of those well, and you win. And you can live an extraordinary life. Gentlemen, be the man.